fabulous people. My name is Debbie Falana. For the past 4 nights, there have been riots on the streets of London and several other cities in England. People are scared for their lives. People have been told to leave work early and, stay home and not be out too late. 16,000 policemen have been deployed, and just last night in Birmingham, 3 people were killed. Today, myself and Andrew are going into the town of Buckingham to see what people think about what has been going on. So, follow us.
I know a lot of people have been saying that we, as a country, sort of let people down, and it's sort of like a retaliation. But I mean, I've heard some quite grim stories about from the people who did it. But I think at the end of the day, whatever preceded sort of the riots, they made a choice, and they're absolutely sort of responsible for their actions.
Okay.
I don't think it's the government. I think it's the people, like the youths, and probably their parents.
So you think that the parents should lock them up, or really?
Yeah.
But sometimes parents can't do.
Well, I actually heard that there were some parents that were looting as well.
Wow.
In the stores.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I would say the people that started the peaceful protest on the Saturday but then the people that came and just made it violence.
I don't think it's a blame, you say, because probably he done something wrong and police, they really have to do something. And when on the scene, police told him to put his hands on his head, but he's not doing that. He was trying to doing something to pull a gun out or taking anything out. So it seems like we have to protect ourselves. So police have to do what they think they have to do. Because I'm not police, so because police been trained, they've been well trained, they know what to do. So the first steps that he think that he have to do, so that is the decision that police have to show him.
I would probably say the UK government. Yeah, they should have taken more force and acted strongly.
Generally, no one specifically. Just youths, stupid kids, idiots.
Okay. Do you think that Britain is being too lenient?
Yes, I think they should barricade. I think when a riot starts in a city, say like it was Manchester last night, they should actually just barricade everywhere so there's nobody can get in. Or they should stop people coming out in the streets and stuff, I think.
So that's including people who have nothing to do with it?
Well, the people who haven't got something to do with it, well they're not, because nobody knows, the people that start the riots don't even know the bloke that's been shot. They're just scrounging for TVs and stuff.
And my last...
Well, to be honest, I think that if violence such as this has sort of occurred, I think military action should be taken always, because there's no sort of political motivation being made clear. The protesters are just being violent and it seems like mindless violence.
Exactly.
So I think that military action, if that's the only way to stop it and talk reasoning to people, then that is the action that should be taken.
Alright, nice, thank you.
I think they're being too lenient with their punishment. I mean, even if they don't want to apply force, they could use deterrent measures, like maybe tear gas or something, to disband the rioters.
And my last question.
No, I think we reacted quite late, but I think the Cobra meeting was successful. I think after the Cobra meeting and tripling the police presence, it sort of it slowed down a bit, and I think that was really good. In terms of the rest of the UK, I think David Cameron's meeting tomorrow with Parliament to decide on that. But I think it's happened late, but I think it's been successful so far.
Okay, and
Definitely think Britain is being too lenient.
what do you think can be done instead? How do you think they should handle it?
I think they should have taken more proactive force against the rioters and probably have been use more strong weapon. I think the Tories perhaps should have been more sensitive especially when it gets to the livelihood of people, the working class and middle class people. I think they were somewhat more, they were concentrating on whether it was really affecting the whole of the UK as opposed to, yeah.
Is innocent. They done nothing. Why do you want to destroy the building? Why do you want to burn the building? Everyone, all the business is innocent. They done nothing. Why do you want to destroy the building? Why do you want to burn the building? Everyone, all the business people is innocent.
Okay.
Now we have to shut the shop, the restaurant.
Personally, my father won't let me stay out later, and he's a bit worried about me.
Hasn't really affected me.
It's all.
Well, it has and it hasn't been. I'm a bit concerned about my family that are living in like big cities. I've got family in London. I've also got family in Birmingham, and I'm a bit
I got family
concerned
in
because it all
Middlesbrough too.
kicked off in Lewisham,
Yeah.
where my uncles live, and Broomsgrove in Birmingham, where it also hit. Another uncle lives, so you know it's kind of a bit worrying for me. But and as well as it being only 8 miles away. It's a bit of a too close for comfort, to be honest.
Well, there were 3 events I was meant to be going to London for next week, and now I can't go to any. And also I was meant to be at the Holland-England match today, and I'm really upset that I can't go there. And then I've got X Factor next week, the boot camp, and I can't go there either. And a few of my friends were really upset because it was her birthday surprise, and now she won't be able to go.
Personally, like, well, it's just people's opinion, like back home, everybody calling and saying, "Why are you okay?" and stuff like that. Yeah, and also the fact that I don't think I'll be going to London like anytime soon. Yeah, even though I really want to. So yeah, that's how it was affected me.
In a small town like Buckingham, we're not sort of directly affected, but like something this big is sort of affects the whole country, and I think they talked about like £100 million worth of repairs and things that are going to be needed, and it's not good at the best of times. And after like the economic crisis and the war in Libya, we definitely can't afford it now. So I think it's gonna be tough for a while on the whole country.
Being that I live in Buckingham, I'm not really affected by it, other than what I see on the news. But I just believe it's the lack of education and the ignorance that's being built up in the world that is getting out of hand. So personally, it hasn't affected me, but it is affecting the world.